In the everyday Agnihotra, we chant one mantra which is popularly called as Samarpana mantra. Samarpana means to completely dedicate ourselves to Paramatma. Om Apo Jyoti Raso Amritam Brahma Bhur Bhuvah Swarom Swaha. And this comes in Taittiriya Aranyak. When we understand the depth of this mantra, we will slowly start to dedicate ourselves, our karmas, our actions, our thoughts, everything towards Paramatma slowly. It will not happen overnight. It takes years of, practice to understand the Veda mantras. We must relate our life towards every, whatever actions we do in our life, we must relate it to Veda mantra. We must try to relate Veda mantra in our life. Then slowly, time will come where we will understand the hand of Paramatma inside our life. And when we completely understand, we will start dedicating ourselves to Paramatma. And this mantra really helps us in that. See, Om Apo. Om, we know the meaning, Avarakshane Dhatu, from Avadhatu Rakshane. Paramatma is called as Om because he protects us. Every deed of Paramatma, every karma, every action of Paramatma is related to protection. He protects us by giving us birth, he protects us by giving us death, he protects us by giving us justice. That is the result of our karmas. In every action of Paramatma there is protection. That's why his name is called as Om. And Apaha, Aplari Vyaptau iti Apaha. Apaha means that Paramatma who is Sarva Vyapak. Every one of us, we understand, at least in the the Hindu culture, people know that Paramatma is Sarva Vyapak, but still we do sins day in and day out. People go to temple, their only place of not committing any sin is in temple. Outside the temple they do all the sins. They will smoke, they will eat non-veg, they will do Kam, Krodh, Mad, Lobh, Ahankar. Even a Vedic person who does not go to temple, a Vedic person does not go to temple, he believes in the omnipresence of Paramatma, he believes in doing Agnihotra, he believes in doing Sandhya Upasana, etc. Even then, except the time of Sandhya Upasana and Agnihotra, other than that time, he also does sins, he or she. The reason is because we do not understand the Samarpana mantra, we do not understand the omnipresence of Paramatma. See, a thief is there, the thief is running from the police. He will not do Samarpan to police unless and otherwise police comes in all the four sides and attacks him. He will go towards east because the police is behind him. If the police comes from east, west, south, north, northwest, northeast, southeast, southwest, all the directions from top and bottom, everywhere, if the police comes with the force, then there is no other way other than, Samarpan of the thief. Otherwise he knows he will die, right? So he will say, I give up. Now please arrest me. Please don't shoot me. Right? So why I say this example is because unless and otherwise we understand that Paramatma is there in all the directions, from top, from bottom, from east, west, north, south, in all the directions Paramatma is there. Unless we understand this, we will never do Samarpana of ourselves to Paramatma. We will continuously start, commit sins. And this continuously committing sins is the reason for our dukkha. So the word Apa is very, very important, that we must understand that Paramatma is watching us everywhere and every time, and we cannot escape Paramatma's rules and regulations, his laws. He will punish us when we do any sins. He will punish us. May not be immediately. At one time he will definitely punish us because he has watched us committing the sin. We can escape from police, we can escape from justice, We can escape from everything, but we cannot escape Paramatma. So when we chant the word Apaha, Hey Paramatma, you are Sarvavyapak. I am doing my karmas inside you, outside you. I cannot escape you. So please make my mind pure to understand that you are Sarvavyapak, and let me always do Vedic deeds, Vedic moral duties in my life. So when we chant this Apaha word, we must remember this bhavana. Then what happens slowly, we will start fearing to commit sins, and we will slowly become pure Atmas. Very, very important Samarpan mantra. Om Apa. Next word is Jyotihi. See, Jyoti means light. But here the word Jyoti does not mean the light which is coming from the sun, moon, etc. Here Jyoti means Jnana Swarup Paramatma. Paramatma is the one who is Jnana Swarup. He understands everything. We don't understand anything. We understand few things, but we cannot and we do not understand everything. But Paramatma understands everything. He knows our intentions before it is committed in terms of actions. So Paramatma is Jyoti Swarup, means Gyan Swarup. So when we chant this word Jyotihi, we must have a bhavana inside ourselves that whatever, like I am doing worship now, I am sitting for meditation, I am sitting for Agnihotra. Hey Paramatma, you understand me better than me understanding myself. So I am dedicating myself to you. Please make me pure. Because you know everything. I do not know anything. The problem today in the world is every one of us thinks that we know everything. We just, insult others without understanding who the other person is. I was listening to one Arya Samaj Acharya's pravachan recently. He's a young chap, okay, but very, very high in knowledge. He's like 34, 35 years now maybe. So he was telling that I was studying in a Gurukul and my Acharya asked me to go to market to buy vegetables. I went to market, I was buying vegetables, I kept the vegetables and all the basket in my two-wheeler. And I saw one person, he was completely tied in a chain, steel chain. And he was looking ugly. Maybe he had not taken bath for 1 month or 2 months. His clothing were totally stinking. When I saw him, I was thinking in my mind, oh God, thank God that I am not like this. He said that, I was thinking like that. Then suddenly this person who has tied himself or somebody has tied him with a chain, he saw this person and told in Hindi, he said, I'll translate later on, he said, ये जंजीर तो लोहे का है, इससे तो मैं निकल जाऊंगा, और तुम जिस जंजीर में हो मोह ममता का, उससे कैसे निकलोगे? So this person has told that this chain is made from steel and I will escape from this. But you are in a chain which is made from moha, which is made from avidya. How will you escape that chain? So this Acharya, Arya Samaj person, he was telling that, I did not expect that such a person can speak such a knowledge. I'd never expected. I was totally astonished. And I went back to my ashram and left my vegetables to my Acharya, and I came back to the market to see that person. When I came back, I could not find him. So, Jyoti, why I say this is because we underestimate others. We think that we are superior. We think that I know Vedas, I know Shastras. But you never know from where you will get knowledge. And Paramatma is the supreme knowledgeable Tattva. We must always dedicate ourselves to Paramatma. Never have ahankar of our knowledge because we do not know anything. That is the fact. So when we chant the word Jyotihi, we must understand that Paramatma is Gyan Swarup. He understands us very, very well. We cannot cheat Paramatma. So thereby we must dedicate our karma and jnana to Paramatma. Apo Jyoti Raso Amritam. Rasaha. Rasa means Ananda Raswala. Paramatma's Anand is Paripurna. When we dedicate ourselves to Paramatma, why we dedicate? The only reason we dedicate is because we want that Anand from Paramatma. See, understand one quality of Jivatma. Jivatma is a Swarti Prani. Swarti means selfish. Every Jivatma is selfish. Every Jivatma's swabhavik nature is selfishness. So the real, even though it is selfish here means selfish is a wrong word in English translation, selfish, but here swart, swa-artham. What do I gain from it? Why we should dedicate ourselves to Paramatma is because Paramatma is Raswala. Paramatma is Ananda Raswala. To derive the Anand of Paramatma, we must dedicate ourselves to Paramatma. So our Swarth, what is our Swarth in this, or what is our Arth, or what is our meaning from Paramatma, to derive his Anand from his Anand, right? So we must dedicate so even though Jivatma is a Swarthi, thus this Swarthi quality of Jivatma can be utilized in a proper way. Like my selfishness is to dedicate myself to Paramatma so that I can attain his ras, I can attain the Ananda. So dedicate ourselves to Paramatma so that Paramatma gives his Anand to us. And Paramatma also knows that every Jivatma is Swarthi. It's not bad. Swarthi is an yathartha quality. We must accept the truth. It's not that, but when we translate the word swa-artham to English, it becomes selfish. Selfish is a negative word. But here, selfishness means focusing on self. Like Yajnavalkya and Maitreyi will tell to Yajnavalkya Rishi that you are saying that you are going to jungle for tapasya, but I thought that you can never leave me. I thought you love me so much. So Yajnavalkya will reply, the world's best reply of Brahma Vidya. Yajnavalkya will reply to Maitreyi, please understand, the husband does not love his wife because he loves his wife. He loves his wife because he loves himself. I love you because I get sukh from that. Every Jivatma has only one reason, it is selfish. I love my wife because I get sukh. The moment the wife cannot give me sukh, I will turn away from that wife. Similarly, the wife also will turn away from husband. Maybe she may do acting. That's a different case. Because Yajnavalkya will say that you are loving me. You say that, aap mera bahut priya ho. You say that because I give you sukh and you derive sukh from me. In your Atma derives sukh from me. So you love me because you get sukh. So now I get sukh from Paramatma. I have to go to jungle. I get sukh only from Paramatma. I do not get sukh from anybody else. So I am going. So this is called a Swarth Bhavana. Nothing wrong in this. It is a yathartha nature of Jivatma which we must understand. So why I deviated from the topic, but here the word is rasa. Rasena tripta. Paramatma is ever satisfied with his own Anand. And when we dedicate ourselves to Paramatma, we will also derive Anand from Paramatma. Apo Jyoti Raso Amritam. Amritam never takes birth, never dies. He is Amrita Swarupi. Paramatma does not take a human form. Sri Krishna is not Paramatma. Sri Ram is not Paramatma. Why? Because Paramatma is Amrita Swarupi. He does not come into dukkha. He does not have dvesha. He does not have avidya. When we have avidya, we take human birth. So Sri Rama, Sri Krishna, whoever it may be, they took birth because of their own avidya. And later on they attained samadhi. That's a different case. But Paramatma does not fit into this definition. So Paramatma is Amrita Swarupi. Apo Jyoti Raso Amritam Brahma Bhur. Brahma means Sabse Mahan. We think that we are Mahan. We think that we are superior to others. But here the mantra says Paramatma is superior to you. You are nothing. You can be Ambani, Adani, Elon Musk, or you can be Bill Gates, or anyone in this world, but you are nothing in front of Paramatma. You can think that you are the greatest knowledgeable person in this world, but you are nothing in front of Paramatma. When we have this bhavana, Brahma, when we understand Paramatma is Brahma, I am nothing in front of Paramatma, then we will samarpit ourselves to Paramatma. Unless and otherwise we understand the meaning of each and every word of this mantra, we can never become samarpit vyakti. And when we do not dedicate ourselves to Paramatma, Paramatma will not give his knowledge, give his anand to us. That we must understand. Brahma Bhur Bhuvaha Swaha Om Swaha. See, Bhur Bhuvaha Swaha Om Swaha. 5 words. Bhuhu iti vai prana, pranadata, he gives us prana. Bhuvaha iti vai apanaha, he destroys all our dukkha. Why? Because he does not have dukkha. He is completely pure, he is devoid of any dukkha. Paramatma does not know what is dukkha, and when we dedicate ourselves to that Paramatma, he will remove our dukkha. He will give us sukh. And Swaha, he is Sukh Swarup. Why he does not have dukkha? Because he is Sukh Swarup. He is not Dukkha Swarup. Jivatma is not Sukh Swarup. Jivatma does not have its inherent Sukh. Jivatma has to depend upon either the world or Paramatma to derive Sukh. When we depend upon our world to derive Sukh, we will get Dukh also. But when we depend upon Paramatma, when we dedicate ourselves to Paramatma, we will not get Dukh. Why? Because Paramatma does not have Dukh. The world has Dukh, so the world will give us Dukh. Paramatma does not have Dukh, so he will not give us Dukh. So understanding the word Bhuvaha, Swaha, Om Swaha, then further Om and Swaha. By Swaha we chant, we put Ahuti also, but here Swaha means I am dedicating, by chanting this mantra I am dedicating myself to you Paramatma. Swaha. By the Ahutis, by the words, by my thoughts, by my actions, by my knowledge, I am dedicating myself to you Paramatma. And Suaha. And when we chant the word Swaha, we must remember that nothing is ours. Even the words what we speak is not ours. The word we are able to speak because of our system, because of our mind, because of our human body. Nothing is ours. Completely dedicating ourselves is called as Swaha. So this mantra is called as Samarpana mantra. We chant it every day when we do Agnihotra, but we rarely remember the real meaning of these mantras. When we really understand the mantras, we will completely become a Samarpit Vyakti. And a Samarpit Vyakti will definitely realize Paramatma in this life or in the next lives. If you go to any yogi, they are completely Samarpit Vyakti. Any yogi, any acharya, they will be completely dedicating themselves to Paramatma. They will say that this statement of mine is not mine, it is Paramatma's statement. I have written this book, it's not me who have written the book. Paramatma made me to write the book. It's Paramatma's knowledge. So that is the kind of Samarpana we can understand from yogis. So I hope you understood. Thank you so much. Namaste. Om.